Brewmaster thing doesn't really affect me. Primal split unit armor. That's pretty.
Yeah,
That's pretty
that one
cool.
actually could be impactful.
Warpath stacks. He gets more of them now. Quill spray deals damage as it quickly expands outward.
The fact that there are more Warpath stacks is pretty good.
So now he's no longer instantly deals damage with quill sprays. It's now travels outward. That's
at like
that's cool.
2400 speed, it's really fast.
It's really fast, but it's still still a projectile now. They're making less instant, like you cannot avoid these things, and more projectiles that you can avoid. So they're kind of, as I can tell, they're kind of taking things from Heroes of the Storm, some of the cool things from Heroes of the Storm, and some of the interesting things from LoL. That's basically what I'm saying. +4 max goo stacks, meh. HP regen, those are both not. I think for the most part, I don't see them being very good. Brood Mother, Insatiable Hunger, Lifesteal increased, is no longer dispellable. That's a buff to Brood right there.
Yeah, I don't think it makes for that.
I don't think, yeah, no. The 20% cooldown reduction, that's pretty, at level 15, I mean, more spiders for me.
Yeah.
+8.
Don't have...
Ooh, wow, okay, so +8 webs or +200 spiderling health. I mean, you're not gonna get to level 25, but those are some pretty
with brood you might.
You might, but
with brood actually you probably will.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. It depends how long the game goes.
Because the thing is, like, you were talking about the bounty, not getting, but if you think about it, as a bounty, you want to always be at the fight, in the kills, getting, doing something. He's a very, so getting XP and
hitting towers all game. We're just split pushing, so you're getting a lot of solo experience.
Yeah. Centaur, damage or mana regen. Here you go. Innate evasion or magic resistance.
Magic resistance.
Yeah. Freaking. That you might even be able to argue about skipping like a cloak or anything. For the most part,
yeah.
spell amplification or 15 strength. So you either it's like what 300 HP or an extra. You deal an extra what? It's a 400 damage spell.
So it's 40 damage.
So it's an extra 40. It's an extra 40 damage or 200 or 300 HP.
Also, it's a level 20.
It's a level 20. Yeah. It is hoof stomp duration or gains attack return aura. Wait, aura. Does that mean anyone attacking?
No, deals damage to anyone in like a.
So it becomes a radiance.
Yeah, it when someone attacks you, it returns to everything.
Have you? Are you in the Texas client? You should.
I should go try this.
Try this. Try to. Yeah, some of the weird things you should try is the thing is, like, when you say aura, I immediately think, oh, it applies to other heroes. Does that mean that if that's the case, does it base off of their strength or your strength? Because if it's off,
well, it's usually if you're on your strength.
If it's based on my strength, I think that might be pretty, because that'd be pretty good. Like 1 second extra stun duration, that's pretty good. But if this is like a Thorns aura, that's pretty cool. Because I mean, you're getting 15 strength right there. And then return in itself is pretty good. So I don't know. I could see that. Scepter on Chaos Knight. Reality Rift now grants a minus armor debuff to instead of dealing bonus damage. Okay. No longer does an extra 2% crit chance. Chaos Strike now life steals. It no longer does a minus armor debuff, but you have Reality Rift to cover that. You now life steals for 50% when it crits. That means picking up an armlet is now even, because now he has a pretty way to sustain it. Because if he gets a crit, boom. Added Scepter reduces the cooldown by 20 seconds and allows Phantasms to be cast on allied heroes. What?
Yeah, that could be pretty strong.
Hang on, does that mean we could see?
Okay, so I'm
Could we?
uncertain. What
Okay, here, hang
what
on,
the
real
actual
quick.
effect of this return
Real
is.
quick, could we possibly see a really odd supports chaos?
I think we can tell.
He does have a stun, and he has a way to move people out of location.
I think you can see offlane cast.
And then you try and get an Ags at some point, and you
No,
throw it on the
you just
actual
Iron
carry.
Knuckle.
I mean, you throw it on the actual
think
carry, and then
think
you
you
just
should-
go to town. You get an
Like Wolflane or something?
anti-mage. You get an anti-mage and shred people. Reality Rift pierces spell immunity. Oh, that's pretty cool. 20%. So hang on. So you get an scepter. You reduce the cooldown by 20 seconds. That's what? That's not like a 2-minute cooldown? It's like 140, isn't it? What's the Chaos Knight cooldown?
I don't know.
All right, let me look it up. Centaur. What's the word on Centaur?
It's unclear.
Okay, when I get in later, we'll have to try that out.
So
See.
I'm in a bot match. There are a bunch of axes that I'm having attack me, but it's unclear if they're all taking damage or if one of them is taking.
Well, the thing is, I'm asking is if the aura is like a Thorns
Yeah,
aura.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
Phantasm. It's 130-second cooldown, so a 20% 20-second cooldown reduction makes it 110, and then you take 20% of that. It's an extra 11 seconds. That's not very. Or no, wait, 20. Did I say 20 seconds?
Yeah, no, it doesn't appear to be like a Thorns aura.
20%. So it's not. I'm confused. I'll have to look at that later.
Now I'm very confused.
20% cooldown reduction off of 110 seconds. That's 22 seconds. It's an 80-second cooldown basically. So you can. I don't know. I think the Reality Rift spell immunity piercing would be the bigger thing.
Okay, so here's what I'm
Buff to
thinking.
Chen and buff to Chen. And buff to Chen, and buff to Chen, buff to Chen, and buff to Chen. Holy Persuasion max count, that's pretty cool. Plus 200 Hand of God heal, that's pretty cool too. Chen just got buffed. That's basically what happened.
Oh, okay. This is really cool. Okay, this is really cool. I see
Okay.
how this is going now. You lifesteal.
Wait, what? Oh, I choked on my drink. You lifesteal?
I'm pretty sure you lifesteal from the return.
That's weird. That doesn't seem like anything that would actually. All right, Death Pact rescaled from.
I think the other thing. I think this might just be a glitch from having previously.
Okay, so
flagged
this is a
trying out Monkey King.
this is a puff. This is a buff to late game clinks.
Okay, so here's what I'm theorizing is going on. I think it just grants return to all your allies.
That's what I was asking is if it's like a Thorns aura, you know.
So that's what I think is going on, but it's hard to test that out.
Yeah, that's why I said when I get in later, we'll have to try that out because that's pretty cool. Scepter Wheeler now applies frostbite to any. Yes. Okay, I really like this. This is one of the cool things about Imba. I think they've pulled some inspiration from Imba, and I think that's really good because Imba has some really good ideas. Now applies frostbite to any unit that has been standing in freezing field for over 2.5 seconds, and an enemy can only be affected once. You get. It's not exactly what I would have wanted to say, because I mean, you're still Crystal Maiden. I'm still choking on my drink. Sorry. So, I mean, you're still Crystal Maiden. You're still really squishy. You're still standing in the middle of the fight, which is it's no good. You're standing in the middle of. What I would have liked to see from like a scepter change is allow it to have like a 400 cast range, so that she's not smack dab in the mid, but she can cast.
I think it would be too strong.
I mean, like Imba, it's strong, but that's because it has like a 900 cast range. If you give it
I think it would be just like think about it this way. Think about how much stronger the Luna ult gets from being able to cast it.
it's pretty yeah, it's pretty strong. But the thing is, basically, I mean, all I wanted to do is just like make it so she's standing on the edge of the field and not in the middle of the field. Because okay, I can see where you might think that I can see where it might run into a problem because you can use it to zone really hard because getting through freezing field is pretty much impossible. But the thing is, there's so many stuns that have range that can hit her that getting an ulti
freezing
for
field has pretty big range.
what? Freezing field has a big range, but most stuns have enough range to hit her.
Would you still be channeling it?
What do you mean?
In your idea?
Yes, it's still a channel. It's just it's now black hole rather than RP. So it casts it's a small cast range, like 300 to 500 somewhere very short cast range. It's like vacuum. Actually, thank you, Darkseer. Vacuum. You know how you can yeah, it's like that. It's just makes it so she's not in the middle. She's on one of the edges. Just so she's not like, because the thing is, as soon as you get in the middle to freezing field, if they have any, they're either just gonna slap you because you're Crystal Maiden. You have like no HP, so they're just gonna slap you. So, I mean, okay. So here's the biggest problem with that idea would be the fact that there is an ether lens, and also at level 15 she can get a bonus 125 cast range. So if you give it even just a cast range that is not her in the center, that's all I'm asking for. Is just, or make it, because the thing is, actually getting more than like than a blast, like half a second, not even really any good usage out of. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get any good uses out of freezing field, and especially you're not going to get 2.5 seconds. 9 times out of 10, or like 9.9 times out of 10, you're not going to get 2.5 seconds. So trying to get frostbite on 2.5 seconds, because when I first saw applies frostbite, I was thinking Imba. You know, when you start channeling your ulti, the second everyone gets applied frostbite. Everyone gets trapped by a like a half, I believe it's like a half duration frostbite. So it holds them down for like a second and deals a little bit of damage. Which I think I liked the idea of applying frostbite. I think that's a really interesting thing. But for
wait, sort of the concept they use for Bane's scepter?
That would be interesting, yeah, actually.
No, that is what Bane Scepter does. Gives ignite rays everyone when they attack you.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. No, but I'm talking how Imba's works is as soon as you start channeling it, everyone in the area of the effect gets it applies frostbite.
Yeah.
So it applies frostbite and starts channeling at the same time. And then also with frostbite, I mean, she has the innate ability is on a cooldown, when she takes damage from someone, it applies frostbite no matter where they are. Which I wouldn't want to see that. But I just, the thing is, as soon as you get Ags on her and Imba, it's a massive catch range. I don't think it should be that big. It's like 900. It's ridiculous. But just giving it a cast range, I think if they wanted to really buffer, especially like this scepter it's a cool concept, but getting 2.5 seconds on her, getting this spell on a 2.5 seconds is nigh impossible. It's,
I mean, yeah, but
unless you have to get a really good you have to get in a really good spot, or you have to get BKB, or
well, right.
So
I mean, it's hard.
I mean, by the time you get Scepter, you would get BKB and Scepter, so you could actually channel for 2.5 seconds. They're gonna have BKB, and they're still gonna just smack the crap out of you. It's just gonna come down to that.
I think you're not gonna get Scepter. It's just like CM is just never gonna afford it.
So I mean, if you're gonna do that, then why not make it actually like good? But if like a 2.5 second, to like it comes down to that. It's just like a 2.5 seconds of channeling freezing field. Trying to get that is
Well, right, because 2.5 seconds.
You want to know what I'm talking about?
Channel 2.5 seconds of freezing field. Bet you win the team fight.
Yeah, I mean it's at 2.5 seconds. If you can get 2.5 seconds, you've already won the team fight. So
I mean,
this frostbite doesn't mean much. If you want to think of what I'm talking about, Warlock slow.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's it's a channel. It's still a channel, but it's it allows him to place the area of effect somewhere. It's just I don't know. Like that's something I like Crystal Maiden. It's just her ulti is it's powerful but useless at the same time because you're so squishy that nine times out of 10 the carry anything. I mean, for the most part, it's just you're gonna get slapped by someone, if not everyone. Right. Well, I mean, as soon as you start channeling it, as soon as they know you're going for the channel, which getting a blink and blinking in the middle, or just even walking up, is already difficult enough.
I mean, the idea is that you have to find a good spot, right? So like,
yeah,
you have to find a spot where they have to walk around to smack you, and by walking around to smack you, they walk in freezing field, by which you're helping your team win the fight.
I don't know. I just I don't think the scepter. The idea is cool. I don't think it's very good though. I don't think it's
no. I don't think it's very good either. Just because it's CM scepter and you're never gonna buy it.
I mean, for 4,200 gold, there's so many good. I freaking buy. I'd buy a heart. I'd buy a heart probably before I got the scepter.
Yeah, you'd buy Blink and Glimmer Cape much rather than Scepter.
Yeah, like blinking. Yeah, exactly. Blink and Glimmer Cape, or Blink and a little bit more. Yeah, Blink and BKB. 4,200 gold. You get.
Blink Glimmer is exactly 4,200 gold, and it's just so much better than Scepter. Or like Blink Force Staff, or like Yules and Yules and a cloak.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, for 4,200 gold, this even. Yeah, especially since they reworked it. It no longer increases damage. It doesn't do any. It only applies this frostbite. That's the thing. That's the only thing it does. And frostbite. It's a good route, and especially at level. I mean, you're not gonna get level 25, but it increases by an extra 1.5 seconds at level 25. Cool. I mean. It applies freezing frostbite, which is 300 total hero damage, but if you it's an extra 150 damage if you at level 25. So it's 450 damage to everyone in this already thing that deals up to 250 damage a second. It's just yeah, like the thing is the scepter beforehand increases the damage by 60. Pretty much 60 at every level.
Yeah,
and then increases the slow by 20%,
which is still not really worth it.
I mean, it wasn't great beforehand, and now it's just really not. It's not.
Yeah.
I keep going on about this. It's just.
It's like an Ags. It's like an alchemist. It's like an alchemist scepter. I
yeah. Even then, I wouldn't like. It's not something like. Oh
no! It's like if you have an alchemist,
the thing is,
get the
freaking. I'd rather give an axe to a Bane than an axe to a Crystal Maiden.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
No, Bane axe is actually not bad.
Like ags on just about everyone else. CM is one of the last heroes I'd give an axe to. Like it's just. So I mean, if you want to make me actually ever consider buying this. Make it so that she has like 100 cast range, because by the time if you ever got scepter, it's gonna be past this. So adding that 125, and I already buy ether lens, so an extra 120. You're gonna have a 400 cast range, which is pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have it scale 100, 150, 200. So you're ending the game. This freezing field now has a 500 cast range. You know, it ends the game.
I don't know. I think that's like I just think that's too strong. You know,
The thing is, okay, so
like 500 cast range.
500 cast range, but you gotta remember, it is Crystal Maiden, and you know how many stuns have a 500 cast range?
Right, but you probably have a blink dagger and a glimmer cape at that point. You can figure out a good place. 500 cast range is not that hard.
Okay, well, I mean, it freaking just because the thing is, um,
The whole point is it has to be really hard to channel, otherwise it would just be too strong a spell.
I mean, her ulti is the most highest damage in the game, just above Luna ulti.
Yeah. And that's why Luna Ags is so absurdly strong.
It's
because you
yeah.
don't have to challenge it. You don't have to channel it. Like, I don't know if you watched the Boston Major final.
No, I don't watch any.
Yeah, I was there because I'm in Boston. But basically,
Oh, you were there? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. So roller replica applies a 1 second, 75% slow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So, but anyway, so basically, like in the final, what the No Tail on Luna built Ags, even though you don't usually like ever build Ags on Luna, it's very unusual. He built Ags Refresher.
What do you mean? I just casually pick up the thing.
Yeah, but like in like pro scene and like above like 5K or so, I don't think like almost anyone builds it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
Or at
believe
least
because
it's just very uncommon
Yeah.
because usually it's considered to be better if you build like Manta, Butterfly, Scotty, basically, and just go like that kind of build.
It's just it is Luna ulti, and the thing is
I mean,
that
it's
that
it's not that
area,
strong.
the
It's
area
not that strong if they have
denial.
BKBs. I mean, if they have BKBs, it's not that.
Exactly. That's another thing.
If
Is
you-
like you kept
If they have
talking.
BKBs, it's not that strong.
You talking
But,
about
like,
the
No Tail
scepter,
they have
the
no
crystal
BKBs.
scepter. But
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, you know, by the time you get the scepter, they're gonna have BKBs. So it, you know, that sounds ridiculous, but once again, the thing is, you're 9 times out of 10, you don't get much use out of Maiden is Freezing Field, because it's just, you know, you're gonna get, for the most part, they're gonna smack you to death on the when you first get it, or they're gonna stun you immediately, and then the second time you go at it, they're gonna smack you because you are one of like the squishiest heroes in the game.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like with Blink Dagger Glimmer Cape, you can find a spot.
It'll work, maybe. I don't know. I just don't. 400 health or 6 extra spirits, probably extra spirits. Spirits are really good. 400 health though, that's really good. This is pretty cool. Plus 4, is that? I think that doubles it. That's dang. Infernal Blade mini stun increased. Yep, see, they're buffing. They want Doom. I don't know why. I don't like Doom's ultimate. It's so okay. No, okay. So here's the thing. I said the ancient change was gonna buff Doom, but here's the thing. Level 25 is required to eat ancients.
Yeah, you can't eat ancients.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the important thing. It's just I didn't know if it was there was a level thing, like Lifestealer can't get into ancients until level 2 ulti.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was like you had to max Devour first. Let's see. So corrosive breath now affects this. Okay, that was something that annoyed me a little bit. Dragon Tail is now fast projectile. Yeah, they're just making everything projectiles. There's no longer instant things. It's just projectiles. Double dragon armor and regen. Ooh.
That's 50 movement speed might be better though.
I know. That's just
50 movement speed is really really fast.
Yeah, 50 movement speed is really fast. But then I don't know. By the time you get to
if
level,
if you already have travels,
yeah,
because you probably will.
I guess
you're going to run around like 460, 470.
And then you throw that on there, and the move speed is now 550 cap. Movement speed reduced by 10. Sad day. No, I'm getting the bonus agility. Why would I get that much? No.
I mean,
Strength
it's pretty
or
good.
precision.
It makes a huge silence. And 25 agility is not that
It's
much.
a
Level 25.
oh yeah, oh distance. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, distance. That
Yeah.
okay. That's a long range silence. That's actually a really long silence, long range silence. It's such
It's
a
really good against like void.
it's really good because it has a 50% uptime. It
Yeah.
it actually has more than a 50% uptime.
Yeah.
It's like no, I think it's 6 with a 13-second cooldown.
Yeah.
But so +5 are into all stats or 15 movement speed. Well, if you pick up the 15 movement speed, she's faster than she was before by 5. Attack speed or health? I'll probably pick up health. You by the time you'll have your ulti. You're pretty close to level 2 ulti. Strength or precision aura damage? Yeah, it depends on the game. If I have another hero I'm with, I may pick up the damage and then pick up the 25 agility.
Yeah.
Because that makes it what, 42%? Because it's 36 at max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 42%
6%
of
is pretty good.
yeah. I mean that sounds actually really good. So like, actually, you know who's gonna be really happy about that?
Who?
Student. He likes going like all ranged and then like picking an axe because it's really funny.
Yeah.
Because you have an initiator and then you just punch people and then you get a scepter on her and then
Yeah.
it's hilarious. Let's see, where's Drow on this list? There she is. Because I mean, let's see. So let's say if you min max this and you picked up precision auras 38% at max, so that 6% makes it 44%.
Yeah.
So let's say stats by level. By the time you get stats by level 25.
Math.
Yeah. So
It depends what you build.
here, let me look. Let me actually get the.
It depends considerably what you buy.
It depends on. I could I can but I can see I can see a thing generating around her though, like that.
I think I think Ember actually got a pretty big buff
Did he?
because like his chains now reveal invis units.
That's pretty. So let's see at oh come on! I thought the wiki told me stats at certain levels. No, it just gives me like the. Okay, well let's see agility 1.9 times 25. 1.9 times 25. So you have basically 48 agility from that. If you pick up +5 in all stats, then you're at 53 agility, 6% aura, and then your marksman. You throw your marksman in there, +25. And then the marksman gives you 80, so you're at 105, so about 170 agility. That's not including any items.
Yeah.
170 agility at level 25. 170 times 0.44. That's not including any items. That's 75 damage to any ranged unit. Which, I mean, if you pick up, your Manta. I think I mentioned somewhere before picking up a Manta on Drow might be actually considered.
Yeah, you usually do.
I don't think I normally do. I can't remember. I haven't played her in a while. But you pick up, a Yasha, 15 agility there. You pick up a Scotty, especially since it's no longer an attack modifier. You're having.
Frost Tears are still unique attack modifier.
Yeah, but Scotty's no longer, so you can stack those.
Yeah, it's good.
You can stack those.
Yeah.
That's the silly thing. So you pick up a Scotty, you're looking at, you could probably pretty easily have like 270 agility maybe
Yeah.
250
I mean,
by
I
20.
wouldn't buy Scotty, but I would buy Butterfly and Manta.
Butterfly and Manta. Yeah, there you go. So you pick up those two items. Say 250 times 0.44. That's 110 bonus damage to you and uh and any other ranged hero on your team.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
you
yeah,
pick up
I mean,
two for two.
I don't think this makes her that much stronger. I think
No, I don't think it's too. I think she's
already
still.
really strong.
It's just like any combo that things that usually combo with Drow now can be even more powerful. And the reason I said Scotty is because you're by picking up like the stat stuff, you're skipping 125 or 175 HP and what about 400 HP there for picking up the precision aura instead. So if you pick up a Scotty to counteract that, you now still have a good amount of HP. You still get your agility. Like if you get 270 agility, I don't think that's too ridiculous. That's an extra 120 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's pretty scary. It means like a Crystal Maiden at level I think it's the highest I've got, level 19 can deals 153 damage. So now you suddenly have a Crystal Maiden going from 153 damage to 270 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like freaking this Crystal Maiden's gonna throw icicles at your face and you're gonna die. That is really scary. That makes any of your supports deal an insane amount of damage. Like anywhere in the vein of 300 damage is scary late game.
Yeah, I mean they already do with Drow Aura. That's kind of what Drow does.
I mean, yeah,
makes your whole team better.
But the thing is, this makes it even better because that's 6%, and then you can pick it. I mean, if you don't pick up the silence, you might pick up the silence. It depends. Even if you don't, you're only losing at 25 agility. Jeez, I can just that's gonna be really. So I could probably see in lower MMR games you'll find combos like that. You'll find maybe I don't know, maybe like even like a DP, because DP deals a pretty good amount of right click damage, and you throw a Drow on top of that. Dazzle. I can imagine Dazzle being pretty scary. Dazzle, you throw Poison Touch.
I think Storm Spirit is one.
Storm Spirit, ooh. That's actually really scary. I think that is pretty. I don't think she's gonna get too much. She doesn't. It's not her that's more powerful. It's what she does. Like her.
I don't think so. I think Drow is basically the same as she was before.
I think she's a little bit. She's not like massively more powerful, but I do think she is a bit more powerful.
Yeah,
because I don't think she didn't have a very high pick rate for the most part. I think this.
I think she had a really high pick rate last patch, right?
I think
highest pick rate. Yeah, I think
6.
I think she had the highest pick rate and the highest win rate.
Pick rate, hero pick.
On Dota buff.
Oh yeah, Dota buff. I'm stupid. Yeah, DotaBuff.com.
Patch 6.88.
We're meta. Heroes meta, so pick percentage. Drow has an 18% and a win rate of 51.8.
6.8 at F.
Yeah, she keeps falling off. The farther you go down, she falls off.
Yeah, 18.9%. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's top 15.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty.
She's one of the most picked heroes, and she got 51%, which is really good.
Yeah, except and then you go down. You go down 0.7 to a Ricky who has a 55% win rate, because Ricky's stupid. Yeah. He's still trying to. CM has a 58%.
The Ags. Have you gotten there yet?
The what?
The Ricky Ags.
I haven't gotten down there. I'm in D. I didn't know Ricky's has an
Ags. Most of the talent trees are not that exciting.
Okay.
You should just go down to. You should go down to just see the.
It's just like that one caught my eye. I'm basically I'm looking at the level 25 because the other ones don't really matter too much. Minus 2 seconds on enchant totem cooldown. That makes it a 3-second cooldown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
pretty okay. So Elder
Yeah.
Titan, uh, buff to his spirit, natural is centered around the hero, and magical reduction is centered around the spirit. Okay, that's interesting. No, when the
Yeah,
spirit. Okay, whoa, oh, that's a huge. Okay, so
that's interesting.
when the ability is when the spirit is in you, you have both auras, but you can throw the spirit out, and then
Okay, so the
it's
spirit used to have both as well, but now they're split.
now they're split. That's a
That's a nerf. That's definitely a nerf. But
um
now the spirit doesn't reduce armor.
primarily impacts heroes with non-standard base magic resistance. Order natural order now resumes 40, 60, 80, 100%. Well, here's my thought is you have you have something like a we'll go back to the ATOS. You have a Skywrath or something with an ATOS. ET throws a spirit. That thing is dead. There is
I mean, yeah,
zero.
but that's how it was. It was the same before.
Yeah, I mean it is.
It's worse now because
It
now
has an
it's
extra
the same
50. It
magic
has an
resistance,
extra
but
50 range. That's I don't know.
I mean it's the same. It's the same magic resistance reduction, but less armor reduction. There's no armor reduction, so it's just a little
Yeah.
bit worse.
Uh, yeah, that's really.
It's a slight nerf,
I
which
think
is
I
weird
think
because
yeah, because I don't know. I imagine like you beforehand if you throw it like in a chronosphere, the aura
yeah,
would cover a decent amount of it, and then basically
yeah,
it makes it so the physical armor reduction is now only for you, for the most part.
yeah,
With the fact that he's now has pretty okay buff to astral spirit attack damage. All right.
yeah.
Fire remnant rescaled now deals more damage.
Eh,
Okay.
people don't skill it anyway.
Fire remnant. I pick
I
up.
mean, they don't skill it one time.
Yeah, they skill it one time. But I don't know. You get 3 charges, 300 damage. That's a 900 damage burst. It's I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
but it's 300 more damage, which is like basically just like 2 auto attacks. It's not even really worth it.
yeah. Yeah. Sleight of Fish now places Ember in front of the target in the direction of his cast
I
rather than
don't understand how that works. I'm gonna need to investigate that more.
previously resulted. Okay, yeah. So now
Oh,
he attacks from the front of the target all the time.
oh, so
How it worked
that's
before is wherever you were facing when you cast it, it was that's where it was.
random.
So now, better distribution of
Random.
cleave basically is exactly how they say that.
Oh, so it was random. Okay, I think this actually is a nerf.
Uh,
Actually, no, it's just different.
it's different. Yeah, it's less reliable. I think now it's less
Yeah,
because the thing is, as soon as you cast it, it was like everything in the center. Because the thing is,
yeah,
it would hit from the outside in, like all
yeah,
the time. That's the base. Now it attacks the front, so depending on which way they're facing, is how much damage they take. Basically,
yeah.
how, which is an interesting idea. I think that means that even in a situation where he's countering you, whoever you're playing, it means you can now do something against him. That's pretty. I don't know. His a 15% 15%
Plus
cooldown
500 is
reduction
pretty good.
on remnants no, but oh
That's
my
okay.
word, plus 2 seconds on searing change or 500 flame garb absorption.
500? That's 1100.
That's 1100. Yeah. That's 1100. That is some Angel Arena. Angel Arena is he's stupid in Angel Arena because absorption goes up to 2000 and it's powerful at level like 4, which is when it's at like 1000. That's original. Enchantress, and 10 Nature's Wasps. I think that's double the healing, but 25 intelligence. I don't know. Meh. Eidolon move speed buff. Cool. But now slowly rotates the enemy units. It pulls.
That's aesthetic, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it rather than just pulling them straight to the center. Now they
spin in a circle. That's
yeah.
okay.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any way you could actually like make use of that at all. I think
Maybe
it's just
maybe it's for like force stuff.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So that they can't like immediately force it. Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, I think that's
Although you can't you already can't force the cycle.
um
So
no
yeah.
like afterwards and blink
Oh yeah.
turn rate. The
Oh,
thing is
turn.
that if they spin, if you spin them from facing away from you on
Well,
one side
you
to
don't know where they're gonna end up.
yeah. So it's a lot like that's pretty. I think that's a pretty. It's a minute change, but I think it could have some implications. 15% cooldown reduction or 120 gold per minute. Ooh, that's a okay. Plus 8 demonic conversion eidolons. Dang. Time to push,
It's
yo.
okay. I think 12 armor is better.
I think I don't know. It depends. I think
12 armor is a lot of armor.
what
12 armor is a lot of armor.
12 armor is a lot of armor. It's like almost a whole plate mail.
It's more.
Plate mail is
Plate
15,
mail's
isn't it?
10. It's 10.
Plate mail's 10.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
10.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was that low.
10 armor is a lot of armor.
Did they change it?
Nope.
No. I could have sworn it was more than that.
Nope.
My whole life is a lie. Yeah, it was 10 armor. Dang. Okay. Eidolons, though, I mean, I think that could be useful in some circumstances. I think level 25, if you haven't one already, because the thing is, you use demonic conversion and it gets you what 3 eidolons.
Yeah.
So and each
you
eidolon deals 50 damage. We'll just round up 50 damage. So you now go from dealing 150 damage per attack to dealing what 50 times 8 400 damage plus 150 550 damage a second. I think there are some circumstances where that would be really good if you're needing to push.
Yeah.
Because that would be that's really ridiculous.
That's true.
I think
it could be a lot of eidolons.
I don't know. Like I think it could be really good in some circumstances. If you have a Beastmaster on your team, most definitely, I think that would be really good. Because he'll have a Vlad's pretty much. So, yeah, that's actually.
I think Time Walk, the next one.
Okay,
is
Time Walk cast range. Ooh.
That's really good.
600. That's double.
Yeah.
That's a blink.
Yeah.
He now has a blink again.
That's like what he used to have.
Yeah. No, what is he? Wasn't what he used to have like a 900?
I think it was 1100 at max level.
Dang, that's pretty cool. Or evasion. But if they pick up MKB, then that's useless. I don't know. That's something. Scepter interval. Gyro now attacks faster. Creep.
Plus 4 flat cannon attacks. That's pretty good. That's
That's
actually really good.
That's forget the homing missile. No one cares about homing. Homing missile is pretty crap. Flat cannon attacks all the way. That's almost double, because he gets 5 right at max level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 9 attacks. Dang.
Yeah, where you hit everyone in the fight.
9 attacks, and Gyro's are already free fast, so you may be able to argue against getting the attack and getting cooldown reduction. Faster, more really the 20% cooldown would come into your ulti, because at this point, at 20 level 20, the only thing that matters is your ulti and your flat cannon. So you get that to reduce the cooldown of your flat cannon, and then you get the extra flat cannon attacks. Bonus 400 life break range, 100 attack range. Take that.
Yeah.
Lifesteal.
The next one
30 damage or 15% lifesteal. Lifesteal all the way. 30 damage is no. The thing is, I'm gonna pick up. I pick up an armlet and 15% lifesteal. That's at level 15. A movement speed or health? Probably health, maybe. I don't know.